Hey, what is up, guys? It's Brendan here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Lavu POS. Is Lavu the best restaurant point-of-sale system for your business? That's what we're going to be taking a look at here in today's video. Of course, I do want to mention a thank you to Lavu for sponsoring today's video. You can go and check out the links down below in the video description if you do want to get set up with a free demo of Lavu. And without further ado, we're going to be taking a look at the pricing, pros and cons, and everything you really need to know when it comes to getting started potentially with Lavu for your point of sale system in your restaurant, whether you're brand new or just getting started with your restaurant. That's what we're going to be taking a look at here in today's video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the computer so we can take a look at Lavu for their point of sale system, as well as taking a look at all the different features that they have to offer so you can make a good informed decision whether or not you do want to get signed up with them. And without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at Lavu. As you can see here on their homepage, they offer as a point of sale system that works as hard as you do. So you're able to provide better service for not only your waiters and your staff, but also for in your business as a restaurant and for the customers that you serve. So as you can see here, in terms of the types of businesses that Lavu services best, you've got full service restaurants, you've got bars and breweries, you got hospitals, school cafeterias, pizza restaurants. They do have a complete pizza POS system built out inside their app. So if you're a pizzeria, I do have them at the top of my list in terms of pizzeria POS systems. They also service fine dining, nightclubs, coffee shops, and cafes, very popular in that space, as well as bakeries, ice cream shops, fast food restaurants, casual dining, and food trucks. They really do service specifically to restaurants. So if you're looking for a point of sale system that is dedicated, just to restaurants, that's where Lavu does fit in really nicely. And they are also an iPad POS system. So if you're already having like an iPad or even an iPhone, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at what their point of sale system looks like on my iPhone, just so you can see what it looks like. But if you're either using an iPad or iPhone, and then you can use their point of sale system right out of the box, which is really great, can also help you save time. Again, this is for the food and beverage industry, as you can see here, depending on what type of restaurant that you're getting started with. In addition to that, they also offer a variety of other different services on the back end. So they have their iPad POS, like I already mentioned, as well as iPhone as well. So if you're on Apple, you can use them pretty easily there. You do also have the ability to offer dual pricing. So you can do cash and card, which can be a great way to help offer your guests another way to pay, which can also help you save money on some of the payment processing fees as well. They do also offer self-ordering kiosks, so you can do that, as well as loyalty programs, delivery capabilities. So they do have a lot of integrations, as well as just offering a direct food delivery website that you can get set up with. They also have a lot of different integrations, which we'll take a look at a little bit later in this video, as well as they do offer direct payment processing, so you can avoid some of those high third-party payment processing fees. They do offer payment processing directly through Lavu, and you can also set up invoice management through their system. And as you can see here, they did also appear on Kitchen Nightmares with as an episode, as a way that their point of sale system did help a restaurant there. One other thing I do want to also mention with Lavu is they are currently offering a starter kit. This is a newer thing that Lavu has started to offer as a really interesting pricing plan and way to give you pretty much everything that you would need with your restaurant. And this is completely set up. Now, again, this pricing does depend on when you're watching this video, but this is the Lavu starter kit, which is their starter kit. Essentially, you're being able to get point of sale, payments, payroll, and banking and more just at that $9.99 a month rate. Now, again, this pricing is accurate as the making of today's video. Be sure to check out the links down below in the video description if you would like to get the most realistic and up-to-date pricing with Lavu. Of course, I do want to just make that disclaimer there. You can get set up with a free demo where they can walk you through the overall process. But right now, as the making of today's video, they do have the starter kit available, which is a great introductory offer and really honestly pretty great for the point of sale space, because I know a lot of other POS systems compared to a lot of other competitors do offer it at such a higher price. We'll take a look here at their starter kit as well before we dive into the actual POS. Again, we are going to be looking at the control panel of what Lavu looks like on the back end in just a moment, but walking you through the starter kit in terms of what they give you so you're able to get set up with a, point of sale, payments, payroll, banking as well, for just that $9.99 a month introductory, at that rate there. So you're able to get set up with a card reader, a stand, an iPad terminal, as well as a printer. You're able to eliminate those additional fees. You have that done for you transition. So if you are migrating from another platform, they can also help you there. And they also have online ordering, so you're not having to pay those third-party fees if you don't want to. If you're trying to get set up with online ordering, they do also have award-winning support. Now, as you can see here, just looking at the overall hidden fees in terms of what Lavu offers, in terms of the overall setup time, again, pretty standard things, honestly, in my opinion, comparing a lot of the different point-of-sale systems. As you can see here, a lot of restaurants do use Lavu, and in terms of what all is included in the starter kit, you're able to get their software package, which is included here. You're also able to get loyalty and marketing programs, online ordering, full terminal bundle, which would cost you a lot more if you're paying for that upfront. As well, and this is only at that $9.99 a month rate. You're also able to get the Lavu Pay, which is their credit card processing, as well as their premium onboarding, which again, links are down below in the video description. And you have the risk-free guarantee. Now, one caveat I do want to mention with their risk-free guarantee and what this rate is offered at is that one thing with Lavu to keep in mind in general is that they do have a 36-month contract with this option here. So they do have an option to leave if needed, and a convenience fee would apply. So that is something to keep in mind in general with Lavu is, they do have that 36-month contract, but there are ways out of it in case you do need to leave for some reason. This could be seen as sort of like a pro or a con. I know a lot of people don't really love long-term contracts, but in a good way, this can also confirm that, hey, you're actually getting set up for a long-term period. We're able to, secure that pricing and that offer from a company. So I do actually like that they do stand behind their long-term contract, although I get that maybe that's not for everybody if you're maybe not wanting to sort of get started with that. But if you have some restaurant experience, that can actually be a pro as well. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Lavu and what it looks like on the inside in just a second here. Again, I just wanted to show you what their starter kit looks like and everything that it does include, because it is honestly a lot for that price point. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the control panel. So this is what Lavu looks like on the inside. So you're able to access their restaurant dashboard. And I honestly, from my experience testing this out a little bit ahead of this video, I do find it to be pretty nice and easy to get started with. This is the restaurant manager dashboard. We're going to be looking at what it looks like for servers as well in just a moment. So you can see kind of like a live demo in this video as to what it would look like when you're placing orders, as well as viewing the menu and for your servers, and then what it would look like more so on the dashboard. Now, this is more so as a restaurant manager, what you would want to see. So I already did do a test order in here, so you can see the net sales. So you're able to see net sales at certain times of the day. You're able to see voids, discounts, and refunds. You're able to see total sales by staff member, top menu items. As you can see, we have Guinness here, as well as the number of orders and number of guests that you're able to track here. And this is live data, so all you have to do is refresh the page and you'll be able to see the difference. Yesterday, I did also do a test here with just some soda, so some Dr. Peppers. As you can see here, the dollar amounts do show in there as towards the total sales data. Now, taking a look here at the dashboard a little bit more in depth before we look at what the point of sale system looks like live, you also have end of day view, so you can see the overall sort of like an accounting view, so you can see overall cash, tips, payments processed, gift cards, pretty much everything you would need as a manager. You're able to see all these things here. You're able to see your total costs and see what you're actually taking in. If you also have, all of the different gratuities that you have set up here, so you can really view everything and manage everything from this dashboard. And it's pretty easy to use. Now, of course, I don't actually have any employees here, but you can also create time cards and add employees as well as manage different users. Currently, we just have John Doe for the demo purposes. You also can set up scheduling and shift management inside here as well. You can manage overtime, shift changes, things like that. You can also see overall transactions. So if you need to look at a specific transaction and a specific check, you can see exact details as to what was done on any check that you have closed. As well, you also have payments. You can see the payment that was processed. In this case, this was just a cash transaction. You can view overall sales reports as well. Now, personally, this is a little bit more of like their sort of detailed report. If you're familiar with QuickBooks or something like that, this is more like the detailed reporting section. This is a lot more complex if you're looking at like certain categories and things like that. This is built on, the real basis of what Lavu has in terms of the more dynamic reporting. If you need to look at really drilling down into things, for the average person, just looking at quick view, the homepage and the end of day reports, in my opinion, are probably all that you would need to look at. But if you do want to dig into more specifics as a restaurant manager or owner, you can also do that here inside the reporting features. You're also able to take a look at your overall labor costs and things like that. Again, we don't have any in here just for the moment, showing you what all you have options to look at. You also have inventory. You can see your total amount of inventory, ingredient usage reports, things like that, everything you would need. You do also have cash management, so you can see the overall bank deposits and things like that. Now, their more dynamic banking features are currently in progress, right? They are coming soon as far as actual banking available through Lavu. That will be available coming soon in the near future, so stay tuned to my channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and the notification bell as well, so you're notified whenever that video will come out. Again, when Lavu does launch some more banking features in the near future. So that is currently in progress. Do want to just mention that here as well in this video. They do also have the inventory section, where you can view overall inventory values and things like that if you have added them. You also have menu items as well inside your restaurant. Now, I have here a whole bunch of menu items that have already been added. You can adjust pricing here. You can also create combos, modifiers if you want to add certain upcharges, maybe, things like that. Now, this will make a lot more sense inside the app in just a moment. So you can really see like kind of what that looks like for the actual servers. It is very easy, and honestly, even as a manager, you click through here, you go to lunch, you scroll through, you can easily add items and add those here. You can see all the specific details. Now, this is more so if you really need to edit things a lot more. Not necessarily, every day you're going to be editing this. A lot of this would be get set up on your initial setup process with Lavu directly as well, so you don't really have to worry about too much there. But just showing you kind of what this system looks like as well. You do also have all the different modifiers. You can set up a happy hour system as well if you do want to add happy hours. You can also set up the pizza settings, which is why I do recommend them as one of the best for pizzerias, because they do actually have a complete pizza creator, which is a lot more complex than you would maybe imagine to build out traditionally through a POS if they don't actually have a dedicated pizzeria section. You also have the overall kiosk, so you can see kiosk settings, your restaurant layout. Again, just walking through every different section here. You can easily edit the layout of your restaurant, so you can see like tables. You can click, move them around. You also have the bar area, so you have bar, carry out. You can easily add things to different tables. If you want to even add another table, you click here, you drag it in, and you can add the name there as well. And then you can clone tables as well, add new rooms, so you can add specific rooms. In this case, we just have the one room set up. And you do also have access to their support and their assistance chat functionality here, as well as additional settings and extensions if you would like to do that. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and dive into the app and then show you what it looks like reflected once you've actually processed an order on the dashboard as well. So in just a second, we're gonna hop in my phone and you can see what the POS looks like for servers. Alrighty guys, so we are now in the iPhone app. Again, I am using an iPhone 13, although I imagine this would work with pretty much any kind of iPhone or iPad as well. If you are on iOS, that is where their app is available. So this is the quick serve menu that you will be greeted with when you first open the app. You can come down here as well. If you need to lock it, you can easily also add a passcode too if you want to lock the app, and then you can just go in and easily go back to the quick serve menu. You also have the ability right here to change the active seat. So as you saw before, the different seating menu, maybe it's seat 3, maybe we have seat 8. If you even go to more, you can also, type in different things there. So you can edit the seating. You can also view the tables here if you want to click on a specific table, how many guests you have. Let's just say 4 guests, and you can easily go there. And it is very quick and easy to go around the different seats and the total guests and table view that you have. Again, you can easily, I would honestly recommend probably starting from the table, just so you can see, okay, table, how many guests is it going to be? Boom, 4 guests at that table, and you have it set up. Now, to actually add orders here, all you have to do is click on menu, and then this is the demo menu that we have set up here. So we have beverage. Now, we have this kind of broken out into a lot of different categories here. You have beverages, appetizers, beer and wine. You have spirits, so if you have a bunch of different like cocktails and setups, if you just want to charge them for a specific shot of something, you can even have shots here of all these different types of drinks. So if you're a bar, that's really good news for you if you want to go in and set that up there. You do also have a lunch menu. So we have like paninis you can see in here. We have sandwiches, pretty much, anything you would expect. You also have entrees. You have those broken down by steak. So let's say let's go ahead and do a test order here of, we're going to do a filet mignon. Let's do it medium rare with this baked potato. Let's call it a loaded baked potato. We're going to add some bacon, chives, sour cream, butter. Yes. This actually is kind of making me hungry at the moment. And we're going to go ahead and then we're going to go ahead and add that to the order. You can also see here, if you want to add comments, any additional modifiers like gluten-free, pink, smothered, certain types of things that you have if it's a to-go order. You can easily add that here as well. We're going to go ahead and do 2 of these. We're going to add that to the order, and then you can see it is added to the order. This, as you can see here, is a quick service dine-in filet mignon. As you can see, is $100. This is just a test order here. We're going to go back to the menu. We're going to go ahead and add some additional items. Let's just say they maybe wanted some draft beer as well. Let's say some more Guinness. We'll do pints, and we'll do 4 Guinnesses for this person here. As you can see, we added that to the order there. We're going to also go ahead and add additional food orders, again, because this maybe isn't just the one person sitting there. You can go ahead and add additional entrees. Maybe someone wanted some pasta, let's say some linguine, something like that. So you also have the linguine there. As you can see, obviously the steak is a lot more money. And you can just keep adding to this order as you're going through the ordering process. If you go in and add some dessert, you can add, let's just say some flan. So we have some dessert there. Maybe if you want to go in, maybe up the order, you just tap it there, save the changes. You added 2 of those. And then once you go in here, you can also split it too, depending on the seat. If you do have, split by seat, or split evenly if there's a number of checks, that's pretty easy. You can see you can split the checks there. You can view check 1, check 2. I don't actually have, they're already split out by seat because I haven't actually assigned specific seats for this order. But you can see you can split it evenly depending on the number of checks. You have check 1, check 2, and you can easily go through here and sort of, if you needed to view which is on what seat. As you can see here, the different checks, you can split it evenly. You can also just go back to 1 check, move it all back to 1 check as well. And then we're going to go ahead and click the pay button, apply card payment of $253, and you can easily select the card type as well. In this case, we're actually going to go ahead and just put this as a cash order because I don't have an actual card, set up here. And boom, it is now checked out. And of course, we don't actually have a printer here in this case, just for the demo purposes. And now that order is placed, and you can easily go in and assign or change, create another order, create a tab. In here, you can change the different types of orders as well. And we've already placed that order, so we are going to be looking at what it looks like in the dashboard in just a moment. You can also assign different servers as well. Of course, we only have the 1 server in here for the demo purposes. That's pretty much the app. Pretty easy to use. You can see total open tabs if there are any tabs open. depending on filtering processes too. Come down here, we can see the overall orders. As you can see, we do have that closed order there with the stake on it. We can see the overall details. It was paid in cash. You have voided, open. If you have any open checks as well, you can view that there too. And if there's any registers that you have available, if you need to do that, you can function that there as well. But that's pretty much what this setup looks like. Pretty easy to go in. You know, you place the orders, maybe make it a combo, add a milkshake, add to the order, boom, check out. And you can do discount. You can also provide a discount. Maybe we're going to make that 100% off, right? Maybe we're just going to make it as free for that person, right? So now when we come back here into the actual dashboard, we go ahead and refresh this here. You will then see the overall total sales added to this order. Now, again, we have the filet mignon. We did do a lot of them because I added multiple of them. We have Guinness in here as well as flan and the linguine with clam sauce. You can see, you know, and then this was obviously the free hamburger that we had here. 3 different guests across the restaurant. You can see net sales by staff, top menu items. So you really do get a good view here of what everything looks like inside the overall sales, the total sales per order, and the payment types, depending on what they actually used in here. So it is really nice to get that quick view. You can also view the end of day view. As you can see, the total amount of orders that you had outstanding and how much you actually took in, again, depending on how you process those orders. Again, because I split the checks up kind of weird, we actually just took the cash for the one check amount, which was, that 200 and something odd change dollar amount that actually went in. Again, depending on how you do things, you can see different views, total amount of orders. But as you can see, it is reflected here pretty easily on the overall dashboard. You can break it out by sales, total amount of sales, and then the end of day view does give you like that more accounting style view. So you can really see like what was totally and paid, cash tips, auto gratuity, all those types of settings. Again, if you want to learn more details, I would recommend checking out those links down below in the video description if you want to get set up with a free demo from Lavu themselves as well, so you can get that direct feedback as to any questions you may have about your restaurant as well. Now, continuing through this video here, I do also want to mention that the payroll features is something they do also have available with Lavu. So that is something else you can get set up with as a nice additional free feature that they offer. Payroll, this is something that you can save your money on. You don't have to pay for any of those other payroll platforms and providers that I've covered on many videos. You can actually just get payroll directly through Lavu. Taking a look just at a quick glance as to what that would look like, you have your overall payroll summary, so you can also pay your employees through Lavu as well. In addition, like I mentioned before, they do also have the banking features that are coming soon, the more expanded banking features. So you can actually use them to use as a business bank, right? So you can kind of come to Lavu really as a one-stop shop. So you also have that banking availability again coming soon. In terms of the overall integrations, I do like that they have a lot of different integrations, whether it comes to inventory. Again, you also have payments and ordering integrations, as well as loyalty and marketing, things like OpenTable if you do want to use them as well. You have a different accounting POS integrations if maybe you're using Restaurant 365, maybe Paychex, Gusto, ADP Zero, or QuickBooks. Again, I cover a lot of this different other software on my channel as well. If you would like maybe some additional accounting videos as well, I do have a lot of those on the channel here as well. So they do have those direct integrations here with Lavu. You do also have some other online ordering apps if you do want to get on those apps. Again, those apps do come with fees, but they do have the integrations here if you do want to use things like Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, different types of delivery apps. If you want to use them, again, if you would like to get set up with Lavu, you go and check out a free Lavu demo link down below in the video description. Now, overall, I would find Lavu as a kind of a closing summary here. I would find them to be a pretty good restaurant point of sale option. They do have, a specific focus on restaurants. So if you're a restaurant, great. And I would say they're really good for that like small, medium, and scaling businesses. If you really have the desire and drive to either start a restaurant, or maybe if you're coming from other platforms as well, maybe a Square or something like that, and you really want a more restaurant dedicated service, then Lavu could be a really good option for you. You can also save a lot of money on those payment processing fees and things like that, because you do have the Lavu Pay that is available directly through Lavu. You also have the payroll, which is free, as well as the banking features as well, as coming soon. So you really do get kind of a lot in sort of a one-stop shop package with Lavu, which does, in my opinion, really raises the bar in terms of what they have to offer for their competitive pricing model and setup, especially compared to a lot of the other point of sale systems out there that I've reviewed directly or covered on the channel. So again, if you do want to get set up with Lavu, again, thank you to Lavu for sponsoring today's video, taking a look at this Lavu review and really giving you a good grasp and overview of what the platform has to offer. Again, if you'd like to get set up with a free demo of Lavu, you can go and sign up at that first link down below in the video description. That's brenvalesky.com/Lavu. It'll take you right over to Lavu, where you can get set up with a free demo today. Again, guys, if you found this video helpful or enjoyed it, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, guys, that's all for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.